What was missing about Missing?
What is going on with studios not taking more time finding the absolute best title possible?
It's going to probably be more common than ever. Do they not have the... Well, no, they have the people.
What are the follow-up movies to Missing? Taken?
Yeah.
Looking?
Searching, as you were talking about earlier.
Searching is the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Searching prior to this just to gas me up and get me hyped for this. I'm gonna say it is way better. That it is worth the watch because it's the first, and you haven't seen anything like it before, and there hasn't been anything dedicated to that to its fullest extent, and they do it, and they do it very well. His daughter's missing, and he goes through her computer, her records, and finds out that she's not who she says that she is. This is a follow-up to that movie. Not a follow-up, but like in the same world, but from the same writers and directors. The premise follows a young girl whose mom goes missing.
Which I thought it was actually, speaking on that, I thought it was interesting them kind of, then again, I didn't really see a trailer or even the poster for it doesn't even reveal anything. It's literally just an iPhone.
It's just missing. It just says missing.
Whatever. But you kind of didn't know who was going to go missing. It was kind of making you lead up to the fact that, like, oh, you know, the daughter was home alone, drinking, party, anything could happen, you know. Was
it her that goes missing?
Yeah. Considering also how worried the mom was and stuff. So kind of like how it was kind of back and forth a little bit in the beginning.
Well, the trailers give everything away. For someone like me that has seen it, you know that the mom gets taken right away, and the question is, why is she taken? I'm going to keep saying taken. See, I'm not going to say missing because it's not a missing person's case.
Why not? I know you want to.
Because she's like, she's been taken.
I know you want to.
She's been taken. They could have used that. They could have used it. Liam Neeson wasn't available for it, so they just came up with this.
And taken she was, man. Everyone was picked up, killed, put in a trunk.
We predicted everything from the beginning,
every beat
by beat.
Yeah. But
it started to get real scary.
I will give it its credit though. It does have some tense moments though. I don't know if it's the music. I don't know if it's the editing, right?
The effects. Sometimes the transitions are pretty cool,
right? And I feel like that's kind of hard to do, especially when you talk about like horror and stuff. But then again, a lot of horror is based in like the unknown. But I just think of like, with no accessibility to the camera.
That's done pretty good performance in this. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, she's convincing when she's terrified and confused, and when she's having those realizations and stuff. You know what I mean?
She's holding the whole movie by the weight of her shoulders.
Yeah. And filming in her bedroom, she didn't have to do too much.
Who is on their laptop that much and not constantly charging it?
Yeah.
A lot happens when they go through the montage of the news footage and everything. It kind of feels like this is an investigation that's going on for like days, weeks. I'm surprised the mom was still around by the end of it.
No, for real. I mean, it was even confusing how the story even leaked. They didn't really even go over that. It just kind of like went straight to headline. Which is fine. I mean, whatever.
This movie, when it compares to its predecessor, it is, I would say, pace-wise, everything setup-wise, it is a complete copy and paste of it, which is how it's so predictable, and you're able to just like instantly be so self-aware and be like, oh well, she's
never forget a character.
It's him. You'll never forget a character.
Yeah,
everybody's a crucial character. It could have been her friend, could have been the dude that she hired from Mexico. What was his name?
Javi.
We love Javi. I love Javi.
But
the movie should have just been called Javi.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Javi said, no, he didn't save the day.
Dude,
at the end of it, he didn't save the day.
No,
because he didn't call the cops.
It was inconclusive.
Yeah,
he went to the spot and they wiped the footage, and then like they just kept bringing him back. It's like,
you reminded me of my
son. Yeah, everything you just talk about his son. You remind me so much of him. And then they happy ever after at that. So I guess that's conclusive. You know, he is a good guy. He's a good guy.
There's definitely going to be a trilogy. There has to be they had to complete the lost, the finding. Yeah, finding.
That's finding.
Catches a Han.
I think the where it shines is just its type. Just the styling, you know, the biggest question of these movies is like, well, how do they keep recording? What camera is it going to be filming from next? And I think that I've always respected stuff big and small that, you know, uses a visual style to move forward a narrative. I think that's very artsy, and I think that's
I think we need more found footage movies. Like let's just categorize that as that. It's more so just like found footage. Yeah, it is a lost art. We need to bring it back. All we really have left are the VHS movies. And what else am I missing? There's something else. There's something else that was. Oh, how could I possibly forget about Spree? Spree was one of my favorite movies, man. When I discovered that for me set the bar. It is a great example of story, pacing, editing, how they're bouncing back and forth. Like when he kills the young social media influencer, takes his phone, and then he goes in the shower and he's like cleaning the blood off of him, and everybody's watching him. It's like the American Psycho of online. I want them to do that. I want them to take genres and other concepts and kind of like apply that, because the stuff of him in the car with the GoPros and everything, he's like yelling at his dad. He has a gun. Yeah, it's a flex, man. It's a flex. The girls, when he's riding with the girls and they're having a little too much fun. He puts the
lights in the car.
You know, you're talking about taking it outside of the computer, outside of the house, outside of the world. You know, I don't love how she is confined to having to stay home and investigate everything at home. You know, imagine if she was a little bit older and flew all the way to Mexico and started investigating it, but we're still seeing it through the phones. We're still seeing it through security camera footage. We're documenting. Yes, exactly. She maybe brings a friend along and they are recording it, you know, and there's so many possibilities to, I think, kind of shake this whole thing, because they're just making it too easy on themselves. Yeah, they're making it way too freaking easy on themselves, man. They shoot this movie in like 6 days.
They hold the water.
That's not true, but like I'm assuming they shoot this in 6 days.
They hold the water. They carry the weight with what they have. But I mean, it's nothing we haven't not seen before. You know, it's not terribly original or anything like that.
I think the movie is very quick, fast pacing. It does its job. It's in it out, but I wish that they just did a little bit more. And I think if they do make a third one and continue this style, they really need to put a question mark on the genre and ask themselves
the story,
if we're the only ones that are doing this. What can we do to really, really put our stamp into this?